like clouds in the July sky, up too high to be ever coming down. Tonight could be the rest of our lives. If you wanna run, we'll hold on tight. We can stay young together. We can stay young forever. Might pass us by. You know the way the days gon' fly. We can stay young together. We can stay young forever. Of our lives, if you wanna run, we'll hold on tight. If we can stay young together, we can stay young forever. Tonight will be the rest of our lives. If you wanna run, we'll hold on tight. If we can stay young together, we can stay young forever. Time might pass us by. You know the way the days gon' fly. If we can stay young together, we can stay young forever. We can stay young forever.
There you guys are.
How's it going?
Look at you guys. Introducing you with the Killers. You guys love the Killers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. And of course, this is the Boy Named Banjo boys. Super excited to have them on the show. One of the hottest bands in Nashville. Barton, William, Sam, Ford, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Doing well.
Good, guys. By the way, guys, always good to see you. And yeah, I'm thinking you guys love the Killers. And I always love talking to bands about their influences. And, you know, I was reading your influences and they're all over the place, which I love and makes you guys so unique. What was your first concert, guys?
Oh, wow. My first concert, it was Dave Matthews Band in Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah. I think my first concert was Modest Mouse at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville.
Those are good.
Yeah. I think my first one was Green Day in 2005, I think. On the American Idiot tour.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and mine was Maroon 5 opening for John Mayer in 2005.
So no crappy concerts there. That's amazing. So like Barton, like when you saw Dave Matthews or William, when you saw Modest Mouse or whatever, was this the moment where you guys said, "Oh shit, like this is what I want to do with the rest of my life"?
Honestly, no. At that time, I hadn't even picked up an instrument, so I didn't even consider myself a musician at that time. But maybe a year or so later, I saw some of my favorite bluegrass artists, folk artists like the Avett Brothers. Yeah, I think that was kind of the moment I was like, okay, that would be really cool to pursue something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, for me, I mean, I just love music. My dad loves listening to music, and so I always had music on at the house and stuff. So when I first started dipping my toe into seeing live music, I mean, I think at the time I was playing a little bit of guitar and stuff, but it kind of grew on me slowly as far as wanting to just start doing it, especially for a living. We were doing it for fun until we got out of college and just never stopped playing, you know. We said, oh, we'll do this for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, here we are, years and years later. So,
yeah. I mean, that's amazing, and thanks for sharing that, William. But Barton, were you like, that's what I want to do, but how do I write a song? Because when you say that, and I know it's great, you know what I mean? Like, you know you want to do it, but the idea that you could actually do it. Like, so many of us think, oh, wow, you know, it would be really cool to do it. And then we don't do anything. We just sort of like never do anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I would say at that time, you know, when I was like 16 or so, playing banjo was almost a tool for songwriting for me. And that was around the same time I met William. And we really just started like honing that craft without even knowing it, really, just getting together and jamming and bouncing ideas off each other and trying to write without any sort of goal in mind. We weren't really thinking about, hey, I'd love to be a professional musician at that time, but we were just doing it for fun, and it has never stopped being fun. So eventually we decided to do it as a career,
Yeah, I love it. Let's bring Sam in here because I feel like the whole band is so tight. But Sam, you are a motherfucking good drummer. Like Barton William, like he hits hard, right? Like Sam hits hard.
Yes, he does.
man.
Like that's your thing, right? Sam, you overpower the drums.
Well, I've really had to dial that back. So my influences go way back into like hardcore metal music and hard rock and stuff. And so until I met the guys in Boy Named Banjo, I really had no idea what even the concept of minimalism was in regards to drums. So over the years, I've really learned to be patient, kind of serve the song, make sure that the song is the focal point, because I really think that is what carries the music and the genre that we play in. So yeah, I mean, I'd naturally hit a little harder than most people and love to drive the beat a little bit, but I think in the newer music we're going to be releasing, you'll see that there's a lot of stuff where I kind of lay back and make sure that everyone kind of gets their chance and no one gets overpowered anymore.
Sure. Now, Sam, are you classically trained, or are you like, like Larry Mullen Jr. of U2 that kind of like just learned it, like, and now he's having some issues with his health, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'm not classically trained on drum set in any way. That was really all me. But I did participate in a lot of drumline stuff in high school and in college. So as far as like from a rudimentary standpoint, like playing literal drum rudiments and knowing like the ins and outs of rhythms, I would say I'm classically trained in that realm.
Yeah. So you guys are. I could talk to you guys for 17 hours. Guys, I was watching videos of you guys. One of your Ryman debut when you played Circles, that was great, and another one from tour. And obviously, you guys are kick-ass players. But as live performers, you guys are like next level. And I feel like I was definitely like, this guy's kick-ass live. Do you feel, I don't know, maybe you can take this, partner William or whoever, but do you guys feel that people overlook Boy Named Banjo expertise as like the way you guys kind of break that barrier with the audience? There's some magic there, like there's really something special with your audiences.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say one thing for us that's been, I guess, difficult is to capture what we do live in a studio recording. I mean, I guess those are two different things, like when we're in a room, we're trying to put on the best show we can. And when we're in the studio, we're trying to make the best recordings we can. And sometimes those paths cross, but live, it's, it's a Friday night, it's a Saturday night. Everyone's trying to have a good time. So we like to mix things up. We add kind of extended solo sections or different breaks. We don't really play exactly like the record. So there's always some surprises for fans that dig the record when they come out live to kind of see something different.
Yeah. And that's important for you as well, Barton, right? I've seen you, just the way you connect with audiences. Like you break that barrier.
Yeah, I think it goes back to like just us having been boys for so long too. Like we have such a chemistry on stage, so everyone in the band is feeling relaxed when we're together on stage. It's like one of the most fun things we do in life. And when we're relaxed, I think the audience is relaxed, and we can really have that connection with the audience.
Yeah, that makes sense. Ford, let me get you in here for a second. Yeah, because you joined the band later. First of all, like you went to school, right? And then you kind of joined the band. Is that how it went?
Yeah. So I played a couple shows with Boy Named Banjo back in high school, and then I think I was like the only guy in town that played upright bass, so it was, hot commodity.
Sure, still are, by the way.
And then college came around, and everyone else stuck in Tennessee area, and then I went I went away for school, and then like right after college, I ran into Barton at a party, and just kind of fell into it at a good time, and that was I guess 6 years ago or so. So yeah.
That kind of changed the band, right, Barton? I mean, when Sam and Ford joined, I mean, you guys were killing it. Barton and William, you guys were rocking it in Broadway, the whole thing. But when these two guys joined, that kind of took you guys to another level, did it not?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it just allowed us to do things that we had never been able to do in the past, without a bass player or a drummer. And I think it really vamped up our live sound, like you were saying. It just immediately pumped a lot of energy into our sound.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's phenomenal what you guys are doing. And by the way, guys, I know you've told this story a million times, but for my audience, I mean, Barton, William, you guys kind of like were playing basically outside of Robert's Western World, which is this great bar here in Broadway, for many years. First of all, for how long did you guys do that?
I mean, we did it a number of times. We were in high school. I think we were, like 16 years old. Like as soon as we could drive down there and park, we would go down there and just play on the sidewalk. So it wasn't a super frequent thing, but we did it a number of times. The more we did it, it's a wild place down there. So it was fun the first few times, and then then the magicians who kind of, that's their turf, that particular part of the corner, you start kind of getting looked
of course.
All sorts of that kind of drove us off eventually. But that's how we came up with our name and everything. Just going down there and seeing if people liked what we were doing.
But William, that hunger that you and Barton had, I mean, that's like when you're at 16 years old and you're doing all the sacrifices to do that, like that's something inside of you, like, was there a moment where you were like, with that you guys were like, that it clicked, that you guys were like, this is like our destiny, like we're gonna do whatever it takes?
That's a good question. I mean, I can remember our first tour ever. We got in a 1994 Land Cruiser. It only had 5 seats. We threw a lawn chair in the back, and like where you'd put, cargo. We put a lawn chair back there. One guy sat in the way back. And I remember, I think we were going to Virginia or something. And there was definitely something special about that feeling, like, this is about to be a grind, but we're going to do this. And, I mean, going from there to sleeping in the car, sleeping in one hotel room and stuff, I think when you are okay with that, you kind of know you're in it for the long haul a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's incredible. Well, guys, I think you guys are going to play a song for us, but let me leave you guys with this. The past 18 months for Boy Named Banjo, you guys have become, man, I mean, it's such an honor to have you because you guys are on the upswing. The past 18 months, why don't we go round robin? Maybe let's start with Ford, go with Sam, and then come back to you guys, like a highlight of the past 18 months,
I think my favorite part of the past 18 months was finally jumping up from the van to a bus and getting to have a good night's sleep on the road. That was my favorite part.
Yeah, I second that, but I'll also say that releasing our first full-length album since, goodness, 2014, I guess, has, it's been a long time coming, and we've worked really hard on these songs, and I'm just super proud of that moment when that launched.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to steal this one from William, but we debuted at the Grand Ole Opry last March, and that was just an incredible experience. Something we never dreamed that we'd be able to do, and just very grateful for that still. It doesn't even seem like it happened.
That's true, man. Yeah, the Opry, that's a tough one to beat. I'm going to say our show in Washington, D.C. I love that venue. It's at the 930 Club, but it's a newer, more intimate venue. And just showing up, I think it was a Sunday or Monday. I think it was a Sunday night, and we kind of packed it out. And it just, that's the kind of stuff that fuels us to keep pushing and keep making music.
Unbelievable. And the memories are only going to get better. So, yeah, thank you guys for coming. Barton, William, Ford, and Sam. Thanks, everybody. If you guys want to take us over with a song, we'd be absolutely thrilled.
Awesome. Yeah, I think we're gonna play. One of these little singles that we released. It's called "What Keeps Me Going."
You're gonna lay in the bed you made, gonna reap what you sow. Gotta dig in the dirt with some hope and a ray, if you want your garden to grow. Change don't come easy, the world turns so slowly. Lay on your back with your head in the grass, to say you love me only. That's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. At the end of the day, we can sit by the lake and drink a bottle of wine, saying it all, saying nothing at all, while the sun sinks under the line. The stars are all exploding, the moon's already golden, and that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. Cause I got a dream that one day we won't have to go to work on Monday. So lay on your back with your head in the grass, cause it's gonna happen someday. And that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me, that's what keeps me going. Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here for the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from Garrard Concert Media.